Hey, what's happening YouTube? Rod J back to take a look at another beer. Thanks for swinging by to check out another video. Going to take a look at another one out of Lancaster, Ohio. This is where I just had reviewed another beer. It'll be from Rockmill Brewery, and this is actually their Witbier. So this is going to be a wheat beer, a wheat ale brewed with spices. Again, the 12.7 ounce bottle for what they use for their beers, it seems, 375 milliliters. Comes in at 6% ABV. Again, no IBU listed. Another bottle conditioned unfiltered beer. They do make mention on here, naturally filtered artesian well water. And also, something I didn't notice on the other one, I don't know if it was the same case, but this is actually considered to be an organic wheat beer. So, from some notes I've seen out there on the internet. Let's go ahead and get this baby open and get it into the glass. So there we go. We go ahead and get it into the glass here. You can see that it poured out a pretty decent head, definitely about a 3-finger head. Nice color on the beer for a wheat ale, kind of that light yellow. Lots of carbonation taking place on the beer. Try to get it to the light, but I don't think you can see it because of the haze on it. But when you do get a light on it, lots of streaming carbonation. Still can't see through it because of that haze. Can make out somewhat my finger on the other side, but really it's kind of just like a bunch of murkiness taking place. As far as inside of it, you're going to have some fragments floating around because it is bottle conditioned. But, you know, it's a very decent looking wheat beer. On the aroma, well, that kind of comes out of the glass pretty easily. It actually comes out with a bit of sourness. But also, let's talk about the head. The head is a nice white head there too. Like I mentioned, it came out to be about a 3-finger. And it does have a nice foaminess about it as well. But on that aroma, there's kind of a funky sourness that's taking place. It's kind of slightly off-putting, but not too much. It's just one of those things you weren't expecting to have kind of that funkiness. So maybe it's some of the spices they actually use. Let's go ahead and get a taste. It's a sourness to the beer, but it's almost got a lemonade type flavor. Very reminiscent of something that would be kind of more of a shandy type beer in the taste. A slight bitterness to the tip of the tongue, but nowhere else in the beer. Nice, crisp, refreshing break on the back end. Flavor stayed to the front of the mouth. Not really any astringency on the back end. Another beer you can kind of kick your feet up to and relax and sit back and kind of enjoy. Not a bad one to have outside on the deck around a fire pit or in some other type of relaxing manner. I think this one versus the other one I have from them has a little bit more of a bitterness to it, but not really too bad at all. But yeah, very shandy-like on this Witbier. It doesn't say what spices they actually did use. If I find out some more details, I'll put that in the description as well. But one thing I will say, I don't know if it makes that much of a... I know it makes a difference, but I don't know how much it makes on this one. But it has a nice cleanliness with the beer itself, and because maybe they're using that artesian well water, it makes that strong of a play. There's something about it just makes it a little bit more of a crispness. In some places, water can make a difference for sure. But as far as the tartness on the back end, you know, all these different beers out there right now are coming out with a lot of different sour flavors. I would kind of say this one is kind of more suited to that. If you're not a huge sour fan, this might not be one that you may fully enjoy as much. But if you do like to have a little bit of sours here and there, I think this one might be a nice little play and a little bit something different for you. But I definitely think they put together a nice quality product here. Like I said, to have a sour, not have that really that puckering and sensation on the back is kind of a nice little break they have in there. So as far as a rating on this one, I think it's pretty solid. I'm going to actually give this one a 3.5 out of 5. So I'm going to give it a solid B rating. I do enjoy sour beers from here and then. So for me, it fits in very nicely. You know, give it a shot if you like things like that with that little bit of a sour type kick to it. Definitely worth the play. Another neat little brewery here out of Lancaster, Ohio. I'm not really sure where that's at. I'm actually based outside the Cincinnati area, but definitely might want to find out so I can do maybe a stop up there at some point. But yeah, definitely one to definitely enjoy. And of course, I appreciate you swinging by and check out another video. And if you like what you saw, as always, as I mentioned, please make sure you remember to like the video and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And you want to stay up to speed on other videos that they're completed. But with that, I'm going to say cheers, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Cheers.